All right, now let's look at how to conjugate regular IR verbs in the imperfect tense. The first verb we'll start with is abrir, to open. Abrir. Eu abria. Remember, drop the IR off the end of abrir and add the ia, right? Eu abria. Você, ele, ela, abria. Nós abríamos. Vocês, eles, elas abriam. So the examples I use are eu abri a porta naquele emprego. I opened or used to open the door in that job. That was my job, maybe I was a doorman. So I used to open the door all the time for people. Eu abria. Ele sempre abria as latas de comida. He always opened the cans of food. Okay, maybe that was his responsibility. That's something he used to do all the time. Ele sempre abria. Nós abríamos muitas lojas naquela época. We opened a lot of stores in that era. All right. During that time, we opened a ton of new stores, and it was, kind of a continual thing. Nós abríamos. And vocês abriam todas as portas só para me irritar. You guys opened or used to open all the doors just to irritate me. Okay, it was like a game they would play, okay, and they would just try to get under my skin. They just open all the doors all the time. So, vocês abriam. All right, let's look at another verb. Dividir, to divide. Eu dividia, você, ele, ela dividia. Nós dividíamos, and vocês, eles, elas dividiam. So the sentences are, eu sempre dividia a torta em pedaços. I always divided, or I always used to divide the pie into pieces. It was just something that I had a habit of doing, okay? Você dividia as pizzas ao meio. You divided the pizzas in half. Nós dividíamos nosso tempo entre casa e escritório. We divided our time between home and the office. Vocês dividiam as tarefas entre várias pessoas. You guys divided the chores between various people. Now, what you might notice here, if you remember the preterite form, I used the same verbs, okay, and I used a couple of the same sentences even. Você dividia as pizzas ao meio. If I would have used você dividiu as pizzas ao meio, that's the preterite form. That would imply more you, at this one moment in time, you divided those pizzas in half. And that was a one-time thing. But because I'm using, in the imperfect, I'm using você dividia as pizzas ao meio, that implies that it was something that happened more than once, or that it was customary for that to happen. It was a usual thing. It was a habit. Okay. So that's the difference, again, between preterite and imperfect. But those are some IR verbs. All right, regular IR verbs.